Allegrini Plazio della Torre. This winery is located in the Valpolicella region, just outside of Rome in northern Italy. The primary grapes in this wine are the Corvina and Rodonaya. These grapes are dried prior to the winemaking process, and in a secondary step, they run the juice over raisinated grapes, which are very high in sugar. This is referred to as Ripasso style. The color is dark, ripe and fragrant due to the aging in French oak for 15 months. This wine is a great value, and Wine Spectator marked it as one of the top 100 wines in the world. And it's going to go great with our smoked salmon appetizers today. Now, it's in limited quantity, so buy it now. Now, this recipe calls for the zest of 1 lemon, so you want to put it on a paper towel ahead of time where it'll gather up some of this excess moisture before you put it into your ramekin to go into your actual dish. Now we're going to be using the Sea Lock smoked Atlantic salmon today. This smoked Atlantic salmon is a true delicacy that combines old tradition with the most modern technology and global food safety protocols and certifications. It's naturally smoked with European oak and beechwood, maintaining a perfect combination of quality, texture, and flavor. It contains no artificial preservatives and is fully traceable. Now for the first recipe, we're going to make our salmon bites with the Atlantic salmon in olive oil. We're going to start with our cream cheese. Now if you forget to take it out of the refrigerator like I always do, pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. Next we're going to add our sour cream, garlic powder, our lemon zest, a little salt, and fresh chopped dill. Now the easiest way I found to mix this up is to use one side from your electric beater. To make this easy, we're going to use a piece of wax paper. We'll place one of our tortilla rounds on, and we're going to add half of our mixture and make it a nice flat and even as possible in a square, because you're going to cut the round corners off anyway. Now we're going to drain off the excess oil from the pouch. And we'll lay them out on a paper towel. Next we'll place a layer of our smoked salmon on top of our cream cheese mixture. Next we'll use some cooking spray and spray one side of our tortilla for the second layer and place it spray side down. And we'll put on our remaining fill. And smooth it out. And we'll place on our next layer of our smoked Atlantic salmon. Any remaining pieces are for the chef. What a dill. Now we'll take our last tortilla piece and give it a light spray with oil. Place it on top. Press firmly. And you can use a cutting board to make this flat, or I like to use a rolling pin to make it nice and even all the way across. If you want to push too hard, it'll squirt out the side. Now we'll place this with the wax paper on a plate, and we'll cover with some saran wrap. Pop it in the fridge for a couple hours, or make it the day ahead and let it chill overnight. Next we're going to make smoked salmon cucumber cups, and I prefer to use the English cucumbers than the regular sized cucumbers because not only do they taste better, but they're smaller. It makes for a better little bite. Cut it in half, remove the wrappers. Now the cucumber skin is kind of tough and kind of hard to digest, so to make it easier on folks, I don't remove it all, I remove some by just taking off some strips, but not all. Like maybe 4. We're going to cut them about a finger wide in some nice slices here. Next, we're going to take a spoon and scoop out some of the inner part of the cucumber, but not too deep, about halfway down. You don't want to go all the way through. And we'll place them on a paper towel and sprinkle them with a little kosher salt and cover with a second paper towel. To make the filling, we'll start with the softened cream cheese. We'll add the fresh dill, fresh lemon juice, fresh lemon zest, just a touch of salt and some fresh cracked pepper. And we'll mix with our beater. By the way, you don't have to use dill in this recipe. If you like capers, smash up some capers and put them in instead of dill, and instead of lemon juice, a little caper juice from the jar. And we're going to make our own piping bag by using a large gallon Ziploc bag and just taking off the corner. And we'll place our mixture inside. Use a paper towel to get any additional moisture that's pulled up inside your cucumbers. And we'll pipe it in. For this application, we're going to be using the sea log thinly sliced by hand. Each delicate piece is separated by a piece of paper to make it easy to access. We'll slice them into thin strips. We'll place the pieces on top. Now that it's nice and chilled and firm, we're going to keep our cool plate to present it back on to our guests. So what we're going to do now is cut it into a nice square, removing those 4 round edges. For best results, use a serrated knife. And we'll cut to make square. The end pieces are lunch for the chef. And we'll cut into 3 even pieces. These wonderful smoked salmon appetizers are also great with Starbarrel Sauvignon Blanc. This wine hails from the Marlborough region of New Zealand, where the best Sauvignon Blanc grapes are grown. You're going to love the refreshing citrus aroma and lively acidity that characterizes the Marlborough region. It has a layered texture and long, crisp finish. Enjoy!